purchases, this also just proves that she's a really smart woman, because this is an absolute essential. And also, just candidly, I think it's one of the great things about a show like this is that we can mix it up and we can show you things like the Berkshire blanket. It's a great gift to something that really and truly I hope you are investing in for yourself. Only I laugh a little bit on the inside when I say investing, because this is $20. But if this $20 can prevent you from the chaos that is identity theft, about which Rachel knows very well, and about which, unfortunately, I know very well, it is worth every penny of that $20 and much more. We have these back in stock. 140,000 orders have been placed. If you own these already, you're restocking right now. If you've never heard of Guard Your ID, come on in, because it is such a simple and frankly, like, kind of fun way to protect your precious and vulnerable information from identity thieves, dumpster divers, people who want to have your credit card information, your address, your social security number, your tax ID, all the things that you want to keep close to yourself. And all it takes is a quick swipe of this one tool, and that swipe issues these kind of hieroglyphics on top of any of the print, the checks from the credit card companies, your bank statements, documents from the government, anything, and then it is impenetrable to the human eye. All right, so here's what you're getting, because it's not just one, which will already give you hundreds of swipes. We've got a set of 3. Each of these individually are $15.95. Your set of 3 is $20. So the math doesn't add up there, but it doesn't add up in the very best way. Here are your color choices, and they all come with the little boxes, so if you do want to, break them apart, give them as gifts to the family, it's totally up to you. Here's the coral. We have it in purple, and then we also have it in forest green. It's V36498. It's the start of a brand new year, which means we, box up the Christmas trees and all that stuff, and we start to think about tax season, and also getting organized. But it can actually be as easy as just a couple of slow and quick swipes that will prevent anybody from getting your checking account number, your routing number, et cetera, whoever actually requests these checks from the credit card company. Nobody that I know of. Diana Seastat joins us as always with Guard Your ID. We have her to thank for preventing millions of cases of identity theft, because millions of these have sold at QVC. Diana, it's good to see you.
Hi.
This really is,
Great to see you.
Preventing identity theft, there is no season for that, but I feel like this time more than ever, as we're going through all the clutter and the paperwork and the junk mail and all that stuff, it's time to really think about this, because it's so important, and it's such a simple step that can save you a lot of hassle.
Absolutely it is. It's all about peace of mind. We want to make sure before we put anything into the recycle bin, the trash can, that we're not making ourselves vulnerable. We're not giving away our information. We don't want to make it easy for the criminals. So it's a self-inking roller stamp with all the characters that you were showing are on that stamped surface, so that it scrambles your personal information. That's what makes it impenetrable. You can't read through it, and I can show you on some documents here. So I have like a W-2, social security number, income information, employment information. This is all very precious information. I mean, it could be something as simple as just a pay stub that, my son, he had them in his trash can. I'm like, what are you doing? But it's like a lesson that we need to teach the young people. So you can see, no matter how close you get now, you can't read through that from the front, can't read through it from the back. And it could be something as simple as, now we can take pictures of checks and deposit them. And it's got your signature on it. It's got account numbers. Anything, a debit receipt that might have the last 4 digits. How about a prescription bottle? Something that you could not throw into a shredder. So we have a lot of things. This makes a great companion to a shredder, but if you don't have a shredder, it's really a must-have to block all that personal information before you throw it away.
Well, right there, that's the big key, right? Because I think it's worth its weight in gold simply for the fact that I can block out anything on actual paper. But now we're talking about, and I know Dana has some of those there as well, cardboard boxes, glossy magazines, the prescription bottles, anything that has a weird or odd shape to it that, try as you might, you wouldn't be able to put into a shredder. But most of us are simply putting straight into a dumpster. And sad as it is, pathetic as it is, there are people whose full-time job is to go through those dumpsters and look for gold. And the gold doesn't look like gold. It's information, and information is the new gold, right? So what you do, you go through what you have, You blot that out, and then you make a daily habit of when you open up your mail, just like we're seeing in this video here. You run the roller across, kids can get into it, everybody has fun with it. It's just kind of a, you know, quick and easy way. And then if you want, you throw it right in the recycle bin, right in the trash, without having to worry about, is anybody going to get their hands on this? It's unfortunate but true that so much of your precious information isn't just floating out there digitally. It's there physically. And if somebody wanted to go and refill that prescription on behalf of you, sadly, they could. But now they can't. Now, Diana, how many swipes, I know it's hard to tell given how long the swipe is, but like generally speaking, how much mail can I take care of? How many swipes can I get out of each of these rollers?
You're going to get about 1,000 swipes with each of the rollers. So that's 3,000 swipes in the set. So you're getting 3. Like, I keep one in the office, but I also keep one in the laundry room and one in the kitchen junk drawer. Because, you know, the laundry room is like the first point. I take the pile from the mailbox. I go through things, the catalogs, the junk mail, swipe, swipe, swipe. It goes right into the recycle bin in the garage because I just don't want that clutter around. So anything that has your name or address, we get so many things like bubble mailers, the plastic envelopes that our clothing comes in now. And it could be something as simple as like a prescription receipt I have here that has your date of birth, the medication, you know, insurance information. All of this is such precious information, and it just takes seconds. It's quiet, and I love that they're portable. You know, I can do this while my husband's watching the football game. I'm not going to disturb him. I can go through the mail. I can take care of business. So it's just a simple, easy habit for anybody to get into.
Yeah.
Love it really for
everybody
those
has a
young
different reason.
adult.
Like if you're in the military and you get documents from the military, or if you receive test results from medical doctors and we want that information to stay private, you don't need me to tell you all the different things that you don't want other people to see, right? But what hopefully you do need us to show you is what a great value this is, because you're getting 3,000 swipes in this set. Now, it's an easy pay of $6.66, so I think kind of the obvious thing to do is pick up a couple of them. Then you have them set aside, just with your office supplies, you're good to go. And then just tell everybody in the family, hey, this is gonna be on the kitchen island when the mail comes in, swipe, 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 throw it in the recycle bin. Set of 3, instead of $47.85, is less than $20. Here it is in the coral. Then we have the purple, and finally, the forest green. The purple is the most popular right now. Forest green is your most limited, V36498. Just like that, 1,200 now ordered, which means 1,200 of you can sleep easily knowing that identity theft is somebody else's problem. I hope it's nobody's problem. All right. So, coming up a little bit later in the show. Oh, and thank you, Diana.
Thank you so much.
Rachel's